Hi, this is HC Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. We're at the final basement level of the Marsh Cave, and we're going to explore the rooms, so let's go. Okay, here's a relatively new group of enemies. They're not terribly difficult. They have decent defense, but they have no elemental weakness. I think 80 HP, so you want to spread out your offense a bit here. As I was saying about this floor, there's 16 rooms. They're set up in a perfect 4x4 square arrangement. So the lowest room of the rooms are locked. So I'm only going to show you the rooms that actually have treasure, as the other ones are empty. So, did I just go through that bat? Huh. Okay, so we got a piece of iron armor. It's way too deep into the Marsh Cave for me to consider it instead of actually buying it. So, go down here. And the copper bracelet. That's a useful piece of armor for thief, white mage, black mage. It doesn't reduce your evade very much, but it has some amount of absorb. You might as well equip it, put it to use. And we'll go to the next room to the right. Okay, let's continue on to the next room. Now the chest on the right is actually empty. You can't tell by looking at it, but it is. If you try to open it, it'll say it's empty. So we're going to only get the chest up top there. Okay, this chest contains a house. It restores 120 HP to everyone, not all your HP, and restores all of your spell charges. So I'll explain more about that when it becomes pertinent, but right now it's not. We're going to save it for later. Now we're going to go to the room below. Okay, well, you can guess what's in that chest in the well-decorated room. Essentially, that if I take one step forward, that's what I call a fixed encounter point. You can't see it, but essentially what happens is if you step on one of those tiles, you'll get into a fixed encounter. It's not a random encounter. The number of enemies may change, but it's generally the same battle. So, and even if you beat them, you can step back on it over and over and over again. This will be useful for level grinding later on in the game, but not right now. So before I go there to fight them, I'm going to heal up. So I'll be right back. And we're back. We're ready to go. So let's get it. 3 wizards. It's not great, but don't let the name fool you. They don't cast spells. They just have very powerful physical attacks. Now these guys are, they're strong against fire and ice, but they're not strong against lightning. They're not weak to it either, but they're not strong against it. So you want to try and spread out your damage a bit, so you're going to cast lightning too. That's why you saved a level 3 spell charge. So we're going to use that. And get them. You can run up to 4 wizards at a time. 3 is, well, that's average, so I suppose that's okay. Ouch. Good thing I restored my guys up to maximum. There we go. Okay, one more ought to do. Got him. And we have the crown. Why Astos hit it here, I don't know, but okay. Alright, so let me just heal up a little bit here. Okay, now there's 2 more rooms that have treasure, so I'm going to show you them. The next one is in the room to the right. Okay, and the last room that actually has some treasure is in the upper right-hand corner, so I will guide you there. Nope, wrong room. Okay, one more room up, I think. I think this is it. There it is. Okay, well that's all the treasure that's here in the Marsh Cave, so what we're going to do now, before we return the crown to the king, I want to return to Elfland to rest up at the inn, and I'll meet you back at the Northwest Castle. Also, one more thing. Once you get out of the Marsh Cave, use a tent to save, and use as many as you need to restore your HP to maximum, because you're probably out of magic, and it could be a little bit of a rough trip home. So just make sure you do that. Okay, so that's it for now, and I'll meet you back at the Northwest Castle. Hello, we're back at the Northwest Castle. Before entering, make sure that you use a tent to restore your HP and save, and let's go then. We got the crown for him. Maybe he'll give us a nice reward for it. Who knows? Celebration music. Not exactly the music I would think of using when you're betrayed by the Dark Elf, but okay. As long as we're thinking about it. I mean, okay, so this guy's Astos, right? So he put the prince to sleep, ransacked the treasury, had a complete military advantage on them, and then he decided to retreat to his castle all by himself and sit on his ass for 5 years pretending that he's a king with no subjects? What? Well, I guess it's better than the plot of most games back then. Okay, continue. Okay, now the trick to this battle is to survive the first round. His first spell is going to be Rub, which is just another mistranslation for Die! Now, it's fairly likely that Rub will hit, so, but if you manage to avoid it, you'll be in pretty good shape. Basically, everyone should attack except your red and black mages, who should cast fast on your other guys, so we're going to take care of that here. And if I can avoid Rub, we'll be alright. So far, so good. Alright, and if I can just get through this round, I should be able to make it. Come on. Got him. Alright. You have no idea how many times I had to re-record that to avoid Rub. Okay. So, now we have the crown, which does nothing for right now. Actually, it'll be useful later on, but... Okay. Oh, yeah, and more importantly, we got the crystal. It's just a crystal ball. Not one of the orbs, just another crystal. So, now we're going to take the crystal back to Matoya. So, what you want to do is go to Canaria, rest up at the inn, and I'll meet you there so I can show you how to get to a shortcut to getting back to Matoya's cave. So I'll meet you back there. Okay, so we're back at Canaria here. I just took some time to sell my excess equipment